So, this has been great. If I'm not
So, yeah, by
needed
the way,
further,
I was willing to walk through a frozen hell at the chance of seeing my dead daughter, knowing that it wasn't going to work.
well, knowing you would not, it wouldn't work seeing your dead daughter.
What
Yep,
he's
my daughter's
saying
dead.
is that he
Okay.
is a much better father than you are.
Okay. Granted, I was never any good at it. Honestly, I didn't have parents around. I mean, I had parents obviously because I'm here. Somebody had to have done the jiggery pokey to get me into this world.
You sure
But-
you're not just a seedling?
Yeah, that's not how we. It's like, we still have the whole. Yeah.
I will burn you alive.
That would be inconvenient. So I'm going to step out for a minute and relieve myself. Anybody want anything while I'm gone?
You're not allowed to go alone.
That's a joke. Well, I don't need somebody to hold it, sweetie.
Yeah, but I don't trust you not to run away.
Where am I going to run?
Where'd you run before?
Hector, let's go. Wait,
What?
go. You're holding. He's shaking.
He looks at Justice and he's like, I'll shake him, all right.
Asgard, no,
That's fine.
don't hurt him.
So
I think
Not
my
to-
babysitting time is done.
not
I'm
to
here.
not to put too fine
Shut
a
up,
point on
Torsten.
anything.
Torsten, shh. Stop flapping. Riona, I've gotten to know you over the last few years. You're like a daughter to me. But I'm not a monkey to dance for. So, when this is all over, I need to go back home.
I know.
I hope your dick freezes off. And he starts walking towards the bubble. I guess that means he's going. Okay, all right.
He's gonna watch you.
He has blind sight,
I mean-
or dark vision.
Yes, yeah. He used to say that a lot. Must be a dwarf thing. So
8 hours, but you can use the dome. Everyone get a nice rest and sleep. I don't know. I guess that's my dad. Yay, found him.
Meanwhile, Scraps on his side.
Running in his sleep.
He's swimming. He's eating people.
Oh yeah,
Just fields and fields of dead carcasses, and he's just like, rah.
making nests out of piles of gnomes.
Yes.
I have a way to figure out if we are out of hell or out of another dimension and back into our own land. But it's a little risky.
Risky hell.
Well, if we are still in hell, we would possibly end up losing one of us. Not dead, just not with us.
I'm only here because that's not allowed to happen. So your answer is no.
Well, hear me
No,
out. Hear me out.
No.
If we are not in hell and I banish one of us, if we're in hell, I would banish one of us back to our own plane. And how we would know that they were there is after a minute, they wouldn't pop back into existence with us. If we are somewhere in our realm and I banish them, they would be banished into a safe place, but then after a minute pop right back here.
I thought that spells banishes you back to your realm. Doesn't
Right.
it? Where's Skrek from? Where am I from? Where the
I
hell?
don't know.
did you
That's why I
send-
wasn't thinking of using either one of you.
But then what about the rest of us? You just send one person randomly away?
No, this is merely just to figure out where we are. If we are in the realm that we are familiar with. And I was thinking,
Who was
maybe
it?
since Hasgard wants to go home, if I say banish Hasgar and he pops back after a minute, that
Let's
lets us
hear
know
him
that
out.
we're
Rusty, you were just saying no.
He made a convincing argument.
Look, you guys, I'm gonna figure out the clover. Just why can't you just sit here and rest? Just sit still. No movies. Wait, I don't know if you noticed, but I got a lot dumped on me. My feet are pretty torn up. I'm very cold still, and it hasn't even been 24 hours. Can we just breathe for a second and figure out what we want to do before we start banishing our friends to other realms
I would be banishing him home.
or somewhere else?
No,
I know that spell too. It does not say where it banishes you to, other than your home plane of existence.
So you're gonna banish him in the middle of the ocean?
Okay, so we're in agreement.
No.
Oh.
Rusty, you don't like him, but Hasgar has been there for me longer than you guys have. And he may Be a jerk and an ass and just not the sweetest person.
I can hear you out here.
I get to my point. It's not the sweetest person, but he has defended and helped all of us this far. He didn't have to do that. He could have left us way long time ago.
And as a reward, we should send him home.
If it doesn't work, what if it hurts him?
If it won't hurt him, because if we are on our plane of existence, I will be banishing him to a harmless demiplane for a minute.
Certainly not Avernus.
A harmless place.
Icebreaker, and his tongue flips up and licks his own eyeball. Party trick. No.
You're so weird.
I would do push-ups with it in your hands.
He has a third leg. It's quite interesting.
I just look at everybody and go, anybody hungry? And I create food and water for everybody.
Yeah. Thank God. All right.
Empty bellies make for cold hearths.
As he picks up some of the food and bites into it, he's like,
Doesn't taste great.
It'll keep you alive.
I haven't eaten for 21 years. This is the first thing I'm eating.
Here, good berries. I hand him some.
You know, just blowing spell slots. Like there's not a Tarsk outside.
Nope.
Trask.
Nice and sweet.
Trask outside.
So while you were doing the 10 minutes and the good berries and the producing food and water, what are you producing the water in?
Hey, Justin.
Hang on.
I'm just curious, you know? I mean, we've done this before. This better not be pee. Okay.
You couldn't have done it outside like everyone else.
Filling the water that I prepare is.
Could I,
No, you don't drink.
he grabs it. Got a light?
Produce flame.
So hang on. Can I have that knife back?
No.
I'm not gonna myself. No, I gave it back to you.
Okay.
Puts the wine between his knees, rips a part of his shirt at the bottom, covers the knife, pours a little bit of the wine on it. Oh, this is the cheap stuff.
The thing is, it doesn't run out.
I mean, yeah.
Quantity versus
Quality.
ending.
I don't know. Here, he gives you the knife, or he gives you the wineskin back, and fire.
Oak.
That's so cool. All right. Figure out what you're doing. I'm actually pretty well rested. 21 years will do that. So wraps himself tight in that shawl. He goes outside.
Where
You
can we
guys-
go from here?
I can't let him go alone.
Give me 3 minutes, Scrack, and I'm working on that. Turns out there's a 7-Eleven just around the corner.
There always is.
He's gonna go get a pack of cigarettes. I'm never gonna see him again.
Why do you think he wanted the light?
So we're still waiting for Rusty's spell
Mhm.
to take
If you
effect.
would stop interrupting me.
That's just.
I have been sitting there quietly waiting for my dad to come back because I'm like, go get cigarettes. He's not coming back, guys.
Oh, sweetie, bless your heart.
He's not coming back.
Play baseball with me when you got back.
Yeah.
Play catch.
So, yeah. Welcome back to Midnight's Crisis. It's been a day, and it's been a hell of a day for this crew of people, literally. So, Rusty, you spend 10 minutes, and the only thing you can suss out is that it is a 4-leaf clover, and it has magic. Spend minutes well
This
spent.
is an interdimensional clover. What you do is you think of where you want to go, and you pull off one of the leaves, and it will take you there.
Do I believe him?
Insight check against Rusty's roll.
Persuasion.
25 for insight.
Shit, 21.
Oh, yeah. You believe him at first, and then you're like, no.
Get real close. I take the clover. When did you start lying to me?
From the beginning.
Just trying something new.
I don't like it.
Well, go to hell.
Already here with you.
Yeah.
You
I didn't know
know-
any better. I would take Rusty in bed.
Hey, if anything, Rusty, I'd fall even further into hell. I take his hat. Just walk away with it.
It's great because on him, it's normal size. You take it and you're like,
Tiny fedora. I just take it, I go sit, and I'm like looking outside.
suddenly you hear the voices that were always in his head.
I'm just kind of sitting there, like holding the hat, fiddling with it, looking outside to see if I can see where my dad went. Holding the hat, fiddling with it, looking outside to see if I can see where my dad went.
So is the bubble opaque or is it clear?
It is opaque.
It is opaque. A few minutes go by. And a blue-lipped justice comes back in. Oh shit. Yeah. Nope. Too cold.
Did you see the river?
Yeah, I did. Didn't quite make it there before I was like, yeah, it's way too cold, so I tried something else. And yeah, that didn't work either. Sorry about your knife. I may have dropped it. I may have dropped it intentionally. Like, I was curious how far the cracks went down.
They go pretty far, huh?
Oh yeah, I lost sight.
You could have asked me because I went and looked earlier.
What was I supposed to know? Communication, Riri. I told you, it's all about communication.
You first.
I have been completely and totally absent, but I've been upfront with you since I found you
Pretty's
again.
flame.
Hey.
Come get one.
It's already warm in here. I'm good. Thanks. Not a fan of like spontaneous combustion. I'm good. Thank you though.
Trust me, I wouldn't spontaneously combust you. That'd be too easy. Too fast.
I don't know.
If you guys keep using that word, I don't think you know what it means.
I have one jar left, Rusty. I think I can do it.
Oh, that's not spontaneous, but it's definitely combustion.
Yeah. I got one left.
Hey, Rihanna, you remember how your mom went batshit crazy?
Yeah.
Hey.
Knock it off.
I just sit there.
Okay.
It's a
So,
long story, Justice. Don't.
Clover's magic.
well, I figured that much.
He couldn't figure out anything else.
Well, maybe it's just, an off day. I don't know. Feed it to the bear.
I'll
See
teach
what
you to
happens.
bear.
You said you wouldn't do that. So,
You said you'd never leave me.
I mean, yeah, but I hold you to a higher standard. So, who's got an idea as to what we're going to do? Because I don't know how much longer this bubble has, and it's going to be cold.
6 hours and 57 minutes.
Jeez, it's only been an hour and 10.
You're the one who wanted to go home.
I said after.
And I can't banish myself.
Can't always get what you want, I guess. So he stands up in all his nightshirt glory.
I thought it was warmer in here.
Shut up, Rusty.
I look at him and I cast banishment on him.
Hey, before you...
Thanks for letting me say goodbye, Torsten.
Oh God, it feels so much better in here now.
I was gonna say I'm ignoring anyone and everyone, just staying completely focused on the banishment spell. And that'll be for a minute.
Seconds.
Hey, Torsten, when you cut off your arm, were you in tears?
Nothing so far.
Well, if I broke concentration, he just pops right back. So my concentration is broken. Poof,
And
he's
he
back.
didn't come, or he doesn't come back correctly. Yay.
I hate you so much right now, Torsten.
So, where'd you go?
You run for a little bit. Where'd you end up?
I didn't have time to look around before I found myself back in this, my personal hell. Hey.
Brianna,
Yes?
why don't you go and look at the portal and see what's on the other side?
Why don't you come with me? You know more about portals than I do, supposedly.
I know a few little things, details, nuances,
I take his hand and walk him out.
keys, locks. Ah!
I'm gonna go look at the portal.
Just got warm again. Oh. So while they were gone, what are you doing, Rusty? Because I know you got an idea.
I'm immediately laughing at Torsten.
Well, I'm leaving. I am also going to the portal.
Anybody else?
Neither speaking nor looking at anybody. Just
I'm hanging out in the dome.
So as Haskar walks over and grabs Rusty and just starts banging his head on the ground, you see the bubble disappear, pop back into place, disappear, pop back into place.
Hey, Haskar. So I asked Torsten if when he cut off his arm, if he was in tears,
And
and you came back.
I don't get it.
It's okay.
What? Anyway, so Riona and Torsten and me
Well, I'm not talking to Torsten, that's for sure.
walk outside. The cold immediately hits you. There's no wind, there's no snow, but it is just as cold as the area you walked out of. So you hear the crunching of boots next to you, and he kind of looks over at you and goes, takes off his boots. Probably not your size, but I have socks.
I'm fine.
Your feet are gonna get bloody.
I take the boots and put them on.
Yeah, it's like a little girl in galoshes. His feet are really big.
Not the first time I put on his boots and run around.
He walks forward, kind of holding himself, trying to stay warm. Mist coming from his mouth as he breathes out. He looks and he sees the dark, broken, layered city and the snowstorm in there, and he's like, yeah, I don't think that's going to the right place.
I pull the clover out of the book and hold it up to the portal. Not touching, just holding it up.
Okay.
If anything happens.
No wind to move it, no pull.
Mom got mad because you tried to pull a leaf, correct?
Maybe. I don't know. Let me try something. The shard. Do you still have the shard?
Do I still have the shard? I thought it stuck to the ice.
Oh, you stuck it into the ice.
Oh, okay. I thought it got stuck in the ice and cut my hand and opened and all that stuff.
Yeah, when it cut your hand and
Oh,
into
okay.
the ice, it opened.
Yeah. And then I would pull it out wherever I stuck it.
So he's like, ooh, okay.
You needed dryad blood. It was in the book.
Yeah. No. Dryad blood and the shard. It's not. Here. He takes it. I think I'm out of game. I'm turning more into Jeff Goldblum with this character. Yeah. So you take the shard from the hand of Riona.
And second a little bit.
Portals. Find a way.
Portals. They look like doors, but are they? Very gingerly, and walks over to the gate, and he's like, and his hand goes through. Oh, nope. Okay. Yeah. It worked before. Trying to
see
close
it?
that one. Sure. Here.
I cut my hand with it.
Ah.
I rub it.
Everybody else got themselves except
Stick
me.
my hand in. I do what he did with the blood on it.
Yeah.
tell me about it.
Oh, hey, tall guy. What do you call him?
The handless.
Stumpy.
Stumpy.
Okay, Stumpy. All right. So as you stick your hand, it's the same reaction as when he did it. Yeah. So you gotta find the right key, the right portals that helped to shut down the one that we. Hey, anybody have a knife?
Why do you want a knife?
He starts looking around.
I pull out a dagger. I found it in the barn. One of the random daggers you left behind.
Okay, which one is it?
It's just one of the random ones that we found under the barn. You said it was a plain rusted dagger.
So he starts to reach for it. Let me see if he blindly reaches for it. That is a. Where is it? Oh, with 15. So he starts to reach for it, and before he actually, nicks himself or pokes himself with it, he stops and looks. Oh, baby. Oh, I missed you. He gingerly takes it out of your hand and looks at it. Oh, it is not elegant at all. In fact, it is dark iron. It is one edge, but it almost comes to a just completely chisel point. Flat at the top. There's only a slight angle to it, and the handle is just wrapped.
I found
Oh,
that, and I found this, and I pull out the crown underneath the barn.
from a tiara. I mean, your tiara. I was going to give it to you.
Thursdays, am I right?
Right. Although they did wear a lot of war paint.
Focus.
Huh?
Sparkling
Oh.
death.
Right. Okay. Sparkling Death. I was trying to come up with a name. It was fitting. I know it's a little too dramatic, but don't let them touch you. That's basically okay. So I had a group of people that I traveled with, and we went to some seriously bad places before. This we came across, and yeah, it was bad.
So we're in this for 5 more hours, guys.
Awesome.
Buckle up.
Yeah.
Are they anything like abyssal skeeters?
Abyssal skeeters. I
Have
had
we
them.
fought those before?
Have you
Need a little lightning.
really?
I can put lightning down.
I mean,
Yeah,
anybody got a dagger?
Just gave you a dagger.
Yeah, but I don't want to
I've
throw mine
got
away.
several.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't want me to pull one of those. Anybody got something they don't care about that they want to throw out of the bubble?
Here, take my house star.
I was gonna say, here, take my Torsten.
You do it.
You did. Love you, Torsten. Look, okay, here. I start digging and I pull out. Let's see, what do I have in my junk? Oh, the silverware. Maybe some silverware. Just want some forks and knives.
It's a big serving spoon. Big serving spoon. He's like, okay, okay, shirt's not really keeping me warm anyway. Rips off another part. Wine?
Yeah, I guess.
You said it never ends.
I know, but I hate to waste it.
Come on, man. Thank you. It's a little bit of a thank you. And he walks a little closer and throws it out. You see the swarm, and before the spoon can hit, the flame shrinks down and goes away. And it swarms that for a little bit and then kind of dissipates, but it stays in the general area. Yeah. They like the warmth.
Well, we got 5 hours, guys. I'm gonna take a nap. Well, 4 hours sleep, because that's all I need, and then I can get back to a somewhat tip-top shape. I take the boots off and hand them to my dad.
Thank you. All right. So
Hey, Rihanna, you have boots in your bag that you bought?
Yeah.
Like brand new ones that you've never worn?
They don't fit right, and I don't like them. I don't like shoes, guys. I know I'm probably being stupid, but I can't feel the earth beneath my feet. I feel disconnected.
technically you're on ice, so
Sleep leaning onto Justice,
And I'm
eventually falling into his lap asleep because I feel uncomfortable.
oh, this is very uncomfortable.
Not for her. It's like when she was a kid.
I hated it when she did this.
is Rusty gonna get some sleep?
I mean, we can't get a full rest, but
I can.
Short rest is better than nothing.
So while writing in my book,
Uh-huh.
the moment I noticed that everybody's asleep,
Uh-huh.
I cast Banishment on Haskar at level 5.
I was curious to see if you were going to do it to Rusty.
Like I said, I'm not convinced that Rusty is of the same realm that I'm from, but I know that Haskar is.
So Haskar is just kind of giving the dagger eyes to Justice. And he looks over at you and goes, all right, so here's the plan. Well, we need to...
I just look at him and go, take 2.
Perfect. Just perfect right on the nose. I love it.
Somewhere, Haskar's like, freaking... Oh, I'm gonna kill them all. I'm just gonna kill them. The seconds tick by. Seems like an eternity. He does not show back up.
At least he's home.
Is he? Do you trust Justin enough to believe that he actually sent him home? Because I don't.
That's the spell. That's the spell.
but where?
If I banish you from one realm to your, if I banish you from
Okay.
a realm you are not from,
So
you get sent to your realm. And after a minute, if I'm still focusing on the spell and the spell has not been broken, you stay where you are. You stay in your home realm.
because
Oh,
I'm a people
realm.
pleaser, I'm going to give you both good answers. Yes, he stays in his in the realm you came from, as the Jessup's Nest area, but he does not go to Jessup's Nest. He goes to the mountain.
With his family that just loves
Where-
him.
Yeah,
His family that
Who are
just
all
loves
now demons.
him. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna sleep for 4 hours on Justice's lap, so I can get my long rest.
Anybody else want to do anything while you're waiting for the dome to pop?
Not much I can do. I can't leave the dome, and I can't cast spells through the dome.
So you get your various rests, short rests for some, long rest for one. Justice is like the whole time his hands are up like this, and he's just kind of staring down.
I wake up and I look at him and I just,
Oh hey,
were you always this awkward or did I was just blind to it?
you know, I think it's more along the lines of you saw me as daddy, and I know I was a little standoffish with you even then, but you know, I always wanted not this for you.
You have
Sorry,
to,
kiddo.
you have to take the cards you're dealt.
Hey, I thought I
Can't-
did. I thought I
You
did.
can't trick the deck.
You know, I thought I gave you like a royal flush. Speaking of, do you have a dagger?
Why?
Uh,
I have a kitchen knife.
I mean, I guess that'll do. Yeah. Could I see?
Tell me why.
I just feel better when I'm holding something like that.
I give him the short sword.
Ooh, that is
That's
not a
solid.
kitchen knife.
No, but you can have it.
Sure you don't have a dagger?
You got a kitchen knife or the short sword.
Kitchen knife. Kitchen knife.
I put it back and I give him the kitchen knife. And a
Cool.
fork.
Oh, hey, yeah. Wish I had something to use these with. Yeah. So he's constantly kind of moving, even when he's sitting there. His hands are like rubbing up and down on his thighs, or he's running his hands up and down his arms and just constantly moving, a little bit of rocking motion. He gets the kitchen knife that you sent, and he just literally starts twirling it in his fingers, and it seems to calm him down.
I pull out the crochet hook. Like, you did teach me something. I'm missing fingers on this side, but I go to this side and I start twirling the crochet hook in my left hand because I'm ambidextrous. You used to do that a lot with your pencils.
Yeah. Not all of them were pencils, but I didn't want you to freak out. Man, I wish I had my backpack. Okay, this helps me think. Okay, so he looks around, tries to see if there's anything around. Okay, so this is gonna pop any minute, right?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, great. Thanks. Completely continue their stride. Thorsten, you start blasting them with fire as much as you can. It reduces their numbers down. But once you all finally get close to the Black River, the smaller swarm seems to pull up short, almost like a wall, and circle in on itself again, and goes away. As you can feel a couple of things. One, the ice is no longer your feet. It is instead a black, coarse sand. That it acts as dry sand, but very loose, and your feet and your boots go in up to the ankles as you're trying to slog through it. The air is warmer here. Not much warmer, still very cold, but at least here you won't gain levels of exhaustion. And you feel a drag, like the weight of the world has just settled on your shoulders.
Am I a red panda or am I human?
You're a red panda.
I'm a red panda. Okay.
Giant red panda.
Giant red panda. I'm sniffing around.
So you smell decay, salt. You smell blood. You smell a lot of rust. Just a very acidic smell.
How far are we from the river?
I'd say probably 20 feet.
Riona, take 12 points of healing.
I'm a panda. Don't bother. I got full health as a panda.
Riona doesn't have full health.
But I'm in a panda form, so you would just be healing a panda that's already healed. So once I'm out of panda form, totally do it. But there's no point doing it right now.
Okay.
I think Torsten would know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the river and I'm just gonna sniff around and see if I can sense demons, fiends, or anything like that, and just if this is the pull I felt.
Oh yeah, it's the pull. Even in your red panda form, you can feel this is very infused with demon ichor.
Poofy. Just very poofy, guys.
What is it, girl? What's the matter?
I can't drop polymorph.
Did Kimmy fall in the river?
Go over there, just look at you.
Um,
Bop.
uh,
Bop, bop,
yeah,
bop.
Hey, kiddo, hey.
It's okay. It's a fun little game we've seen to play around here. It's called Beat the Gnome.
It's like whack-a-mole.
What's whack-a-mole?
It's where you go on a field if you've got a mole infestation, you've got a mallet. And you
I
just-
dropped polymorph.
Okay, so
Don't touch it. It's straight demon ichor.
ugh,
But it made me draw here, so I'm wondering if it leads to another portal.
anybody know what this lovely landscape is?
Do you? Are we going to learn a lesson here?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but if do you not know?
No.
Wow, all those books. Okay, so if this is what I think it is, don't go in the water. Yeah, don't go in the water. Don't go near.
I would think the
water.
black smelly water would keep me at bay well enough. Yeah.
Yeah. This sand that we're on, it's worth a lot of money. If any of you want to fill your pouches,
You know, we're actually not driven by money.
I'm
Rusty
trying to-
takes out the black cloth.
I'm just here like that.
I'm trying to quit that stuff too. But what you got there, Rusty? What you got, boy?
Wait, what is it?
Where are we?
Well, if we are still in hell, this is most dangerous and safe place to probably make a camp if you guys want to relax for a minute.
We already camped. We're not relaxing. We need to get home.
I'm kind of hurt.
Wait.
So some of us need more than 4 hours to
Yeah, well, I'm
Be
bleeding
rested.
out as I'm standing there talking.
now you get
Now
12
you get it.
points of now you get 12 points of healing.
How
I
big is
I don't even look at you when I do it. I just wave my hand in your direction.
how far across is this river?
45.
Is this the river I'm thinking of?
This river.
Let me pull out my blue book. There's a mention of an iceberg that flows around in a certain river by times.
He kind of looks downstream, looks upstream. Good point. Up to you. You seem to be the leader of this group. So
No,
That's
the
right.
owlbear.
I picture Harry's exact expression as what Striker like. "Hmm? What? No.
So, are we saying that this is the River Styx?
So all we need is 2 gold coins to get across.
Yeah. Funny. It's I don't know
That's
what
what your
level
books
we're
taught
on.
me.
Yeah, sure. Some of the levels of hell, yeah, absolutely. But there's okay, so some of the books I didn't give you because I thought they might give you nightmares. I just didn't want a crying redheaded little sopping mess for hours on end, and Daddy needed to sleep, right? So I kind of spared you some of those details. There are some levels that it's like, yeah, just 2 gold coins. I think they called them drachma, some foreign land. But yeah, 2 of them, and you'd get a boat ride. I don't know where the boat would be. Obviously not here, but other boat people, you know, they charge a lot more and don't always take you where you want to go.
Justin?
Yeah.
How much would I know about the River Styx?
You've studied your book a bit. You also came from a college.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
The River Styx only flows through 2 levels of hell. Avernus and Stygia.
It actually flows through all levels according to Greyhawk mythos.
Okay, different mythos. That's what I was checking.
Why don't we just sit here and heal and, I guess, try to figure out what's next? That's all I can think about. Is
Good idea.
not exactly helpful here.
Rusty, do you have another 8-hour timer on you, buddy?
It's a ritual. I can cast it all day.
Good. It would keep us safe. I'm
You know, give me a chance to
I'm gonna
think.
go walk up the river real quick, guys. You guys do your thing.
Hey, mind if I go with you, Riri?
Sure. And I cast Pass Without a Trace on me and him as we walk.
Okay. So Rusty, are you putting up another dome?
Yeah.
Can't hear you, Scrack.
I need a long rest. Those things really hit hard.
Yeah.
Oh
they
yeah. Even with his 12 hit points, Riona's still pretty bloody, but she's not. I'm just gonna keep walking and go scout up the head of the river, see if I can see anything.
do. Thorsten, you relaxing?
Yes, I need a long rest as well.
So you see Justice kind of limp after you a little bit, twirling the butter knife in his fingers.
How hurt are you?
Been worse.
Same.
Got lucky. Yeah. I saw them take out an elk once. It ran and ran and ran. Eventually, it just stopped running and stood there while they consumed it. But hey, good news for me and my group, because we got out of there.
Yep. Good news for your group.
Yeah. I had a group of traveling companions for a while.
Max told me.
What else,
Well,
Max?
for the most part, he told me.
Did he tell you how we sprung them from a dungeon?
After some crazy woman cut off all his parts, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't want to go.
No, he didn't.
Have you seen his house?
I've been in both houses, the old one
Oh.
and the new one.
He hasn't. Oh.
I don't think he knew you were down there for 21 years.
What?
Or he did, and he's an ass. Well, I mean, he is an ass.
Well, he's a well-meaning old guy, a little nuts. But yeah, he did you see that stained glass window? Yeah,
Yeah.
He needs some therapy.
I need some therapy.
He kind of sidles up next to you and he's puts his arm around you and gives you a little squeeze. Immediately drops.
When we get back,
Yeah.
I don't ever want to see you again.
It's kind of harsh. We just got back together.
I saved you, but you didn't save me.
Well, give me a minute. We can try. Oh, I meant to ask you. Sorry. While you've been running around, and you met your mom. At least I hope it was your mom. Maybe not.
Was
I don't mean maybe it wasn't
insane
mom, I mean-
and wanted to kill you.
Yeah. She got a little weird before she left.
In
She
her
really did-
memory, you stole me from her and she turned into a crazy person after Busby said that you poisoned her.
Wow. Not how I remember it, but okay. For now, let's go with that. So, did you say anything about like how to reverse like what was going on?
She just said to find you.
Okay. I reverse like what was going on?
She just said to find you.
Okay. I've been working on it. Really have. Had some leads for a while. Then I kind of got sidetracked with literally the end of the world. Yeah. You know what? It's probably best, kiddo. If you don't want me around, I can fully understand. I mean, I was one way, and then you saw me like this, and then he just does this, and he turns back into the guy you remember as your dad. And I was this for a while, and then he turns into a woman, and then he turns into another old man, and then he turns into a really young, chiseled, blonde coiffed hair guy. And it's like I don't blame you. I don't blame you. He does this, and he goes back to the way he was. I'm a little much, and I don't blame you.
I take his hand. When I said I don't ever want to see you again, is I don't want to see that man you pretended to be.
Oh.
I want to see you. The guy I thought was my imaginary friend and that would wander around the house at night thinking I didn't see him. I'm not stupid. I knew something was off and I knew I didn't have an imaginary friend even if you said it was.
He kind of slumps a little bit. Still remember that, huh?
I'm maybe not the most intelligent person in the world, but I'm very observant.
Hey, you're smart.
Oh,
I mean, you found me, right?
It took me 3 weeks to find you because of this stupid
3
compass.
weeks?
I pull up.
Out of the whole world, you found me. Like that's pretty awesome, kid. Hey, what do you think of these guys that you're traveling with?
I think I would die for them, just like they would
Wow.
die for me.
You're in luck.
It pushed me into the river.
Sploosh.
I am waiting for the betrayal, just putting it out there.
I've done that to you twice before.
3 times the
3
charge.
times. But yeah, for the first time in a long time, he stops the constant movement and scratching, and he's very still as he closes his eyes, takes a deep breath. Looks back, and you see he's very tall, broad-shouldered. He shrinks down a little bit, till he's eye to eye with you. Skin pale white, milky eyes, white short cropped hair, patchy in places. You can tell he cuts it himself.
There you are.
Yeah.
You need a haircut.
You ever want something so bad and you know you're never gonna get it?
I thought that was going to be finding you, but I found you. One thing I'm learning is to try to not give up hope, even though I don't think we're ever going to get back.
He shakes himself and goes back to his justice persona. He's like, yeah, well, kid, thing is, we got to find a way back because I don't want to stay here any more than I have to.
What did you want?
Well, I wanted to fix your mom. I figured that'd go a long way to show her that I really do care about her. She never believed me, but I mean, if she's not into me after the 15 years we traveled together and finding you exploding out of her like that, which is really a story that
I hug him, said, shut him up.
Okay.
Stop talking.
You know what? I'm just gonna take a little dip into the river Styx so I can forget this conversation. We're good.
Nope.
Okay.
I let go.
Thank you. Oh, man.
You know, for a guy who doesn't like physical affection, how did I become so affectionate and loving and hugging? I really don't understand.
I blame the llamas. They always made me itchy. Anyway, so how about we go get some rest, heal up, tackle hell in the morning.
Sure, why not?
Awesome. Oh, hey, one thing that you need to remember, aside from don't go in the water, don't drink from the water, don't cross the water, is there's people and all their belongings and monsters like in the sand, not alive anymore, but if you got one of those if you can like, I don't know what your powers are, but if you can find something in the sand, might take a look, might help. Could use some new clothes or coat.
I'd pull out my leather armor with this fit.
Hey, why aren't you wearing that?
Rusty told me to take it off and I never put it back on.
Oh, you should probably put it back on.
I put boots on for you. Is that enough?
I know I'm not the greatest dad, but I kind of adopted you and care about you. So why don't you gird your loins a little bit for me and let's go back. Oh, wait. He starts patting himself down. I don't have any of my stuff. Okay. All right, cool. We'll make some more of that, like mushroom tasting.
Did you want some good berries?
Berries, mushrooms. It's just, I'm gonna have the craps for weeks if I keep eating this.
Come on, Justice. Let's go back.
After you, kiddo. And as you make your way back,